energy of money vibrates at the same frequency as self-love. And if this sounds like nonsense to you, let me break it down. When you love yourself, you don't tolerate trash environments, you don't chase people, you don't settle for less. You don't spend money to impress, you invest money to progress. That's the same energy that attracts wealth. Because money doesn't go where it's needed. Money goes where it's respected. And people who don't love themselves, they blow it, reject it, repel it. So if your money's low, check your self-worth first.
Then when you think about money, money is really an idea. You say, that's money. No, money is an idea. It's manifest on paper. Now, paper used to be wood. It didn't seem to make sense. Well, you alter the vibratory rate of the energy that's called wood, and pretty soon it's called paper. And then you put ink on it, and now we call it money. If it can be neither created nor destroyed, it must already be here.
If you make the effort to sit down and design a new life, and you make it the most important thing, and you spend time every day feeding it like a gardener feeds a seed, you will produce fruit. It may take some time in the beginning, and it may take some time in developing the art to control your mind from all the things that it needs to do. But most people stop because they look for the results in their world after a small amount of effort. And when they don't see those results, they immediately discount its possibility. And yet, right on the other side of that is the potential still existing. We're lazy as human beings. If we don't get our quick, immediate fix on what we need, we're impatient. We should be willing to sit down and take a piece of our day and set it aside and give thanks that we have life, and then begin to design a new possible future for ourselves.
Money is energy, and energy can never stay stagnant. I see this law where people make money and they are so afraid to spend that money. They're so afraid to circulate that money back into the economy. They're so afraid to release that energy, and they're living in such scarcity mindset that they just end up losing it all somehow. Or they may not lose it, but more money never flows to them. Money is energy. It's inflow and it's outflow. And that doesn't mean that everything that comes in must go out. No. In fact, especially in your 20s, you should be saving and investing the majority of the money that you make. But never hoard that money, because if you do, the money becomes stagnant and you have cut off the flow of energy.
If you want to attract what you actually want, you've got to see yourself now already with it. And know it's only a period of time until you moving toward it and it moving toward you, and you become one with it.
Everything changed for me when I understood this philosophy. Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. That's the simple philosophy that changed my life forever, starting age 25. If you work hard on your job, you can make a living, which is fine. If you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune, which is super fine. I didn't mind working hard on my job, but things didn't seem to change that much. Then I started working hard on myself to qualify. Success is something you attract. Success is not something you pursue. It's something you attract by becoming attractive. And the whole scope of this we call now personal development. You can have more than you've got because you can become more than you are. If you can multiply your value by 3, by 5, you can easily multiply your income by 3, by 5, by 10. But the key to doing it is to work hard on yourself. Be responsible, be a growing, attractive, powerful, skillful, communicating human being, and the world belongs to you.
Money is not our issue. The mindset of money is our issue. If you don't have a mindset for money, then trading stocks and options wouldn't be the game for you, because you're not going to know how to manage your risk. You're not going to have the discipline to be able to stay out of the market when necessary. You're not understanding money in its totality. So when you got the mindset of money coupled with the skill of making money, this is what equals a wealthy person. This is what allows a person to be able to build wealth throughout their generations.
Anything that you can actually think and feel that you are worthy of must come to you. Anything that you can honestly think and feel that you deserve must come to you. Anything that you feel you do not deserve, that you're not worthy of, you automatically cut yourself off from that good.
I would say the number one reason to be an entrepreneur is not about money. The number one reason to be an entrepreneur is personal development. And if you're not developing personally, you're not make it as an entrepreneur. Let me put it to you in dollar and cents. You know, there's a lot of people who can't make $1,000. And the reason they can't make $1,000 is because mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, they're not capable of making $1,000, whatever the case is. For many people out there with $1,000 problem, they're not going to solve the problem until they personally develop themselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically to be bigger than $1,000 problem.
Money does not exist. Did you know that? I learned that years ago from a very wealthy man. I was free from money that day. He says money is an idea. It's in your head. It's an idea. You are supposed to work for purpose, not money. If you find your purpose, money will find you. If you're not in your purpose, you haven't found your purpose, you're still working for money. Money's your boss.
What would you tell a 20-year-old who wants to become a millionaire?
I'd say take the money out of the equation. Focus on one thing only. Try to find something you do very, very well. And then practice the hell out of it until you become very, very, very good at it. And then you don't have competition. And money automatically comes with being the top.
The ultimate realization that brings money to you, here it is. I am money. Whatever you add to I am, you become. Whatever you add to I am is added unto you. Let the weak say, I am strong. If you don't understand that, you will think that you're being told to lie. What does it mean? That is the nature of the law. If you say, I am weak, the Lord of the law will give you weak.
Focus on what you want, but don't try and tell the universe how it's going to happen. Don't tell them that I'm going to do this and this is going to happen. I go, no, you just focus on what you want. The intelligence of the supercomputer, the subconscious supercomputer, it will handle it unless you put your hands into the machine. I say, keep your hands out of the machine. The body knows what you want. You don't have to tell it how to get there. That's a big issue in our lives. I want to be successful. How? Oh, I got to do this. I got to do this. And I say, you're putting all these details in. It's like, no, don't focus on the details. You forgot what the end was. Let go of the control.
Money is just a reflection of the energy that you're living inside. It's a reflection of the value that you're bringing to the world. When you look at money from a perspective of love, of you wanting to give yourself, your family, your friends, and everybody that you love a wonderful experience called life, then you look at it from a different perspective and you say, you know what? Man, life is beautiful. I want to live an incredible, beautiful life. And that means that I want to live life on my terms and I want to do what I want. So that means that I have to unravel myself. I have to work on myself. I have to heal myself. And I've got to get myself into a space where I could find my true life's purpose. And I can offer that purpose to human beings. And in exchange for that purpose, the energy exchange is called money. You see, that's a much different perspective. It's a healthy perspective.
Everything is possible in your life when you believe. When you believe, everything is possible.
Why is it that people are successful? It's simply this. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. Why? It's because the rich think about wealth and affluence all the time. And what do the poor think about? The poor think about lack, loss, and limitation, risk, danger, fear, failure all the time.
You've talked to